Hey guys, it's Josie, and today I'm going to be turning these floral printed jeans into some cute overalls that has the skirt, and I am making the top piece removable so I can just wear the skirt if wanted. I thought this was the perfect project to do for spring and summer, so let's just get right into the video. These are the floral printed jeans that I'm using, and I previously cut them to turn them into a longer skirt, but I never finished it, so for that I just cut up the inseam of the jeans and then cut them to the length I wanted and cut out 2 separate panels from the remaining legs to fill in the gap in the front and the back. And then here I have another little rectangle of scrap fabric and a larger rectangle of scrap fabric. Here I just drew up what I sort of wanted it to look like. The only thing I wasn't sure about was the straps, and then I have the top and the skirt. I started out by trying it on and then pinning one of the pieces of fabric underneath the front side, and I will be hand sewing this just because I don't want to risk breaking my sewing needle, because I do not have one in my machine that can sew through jeans or thicker materials. So I'm just going to hand sew up one side to close in that front gap. And then I'm going to repeat the same process to close in that back gap using another panel of fabric. With the skirt all sewn together, we are going to now flip it inside out so we can cut off the excess fabric from the inside. And make sure that you don't accidentally cut through any of your stitches when you do this, because then you'll have to re-sew that part. I just left a little piece on each side of my stitching to make sure that I didn't accidentally cut off anything I didn't want to. Now that the skirt is done, we can focus on making the top piece. So with that longer rectangle of fabric, I first need to make sure that it's even, because I want the seam that was previously from the side of the jeans in the middle, and I just have to cut off a little piece on the one side to make sure that the whole piece is even and the seam will fit in the middle of the overall piece instead of being off center. Once that piece was cut, I put the skirt on and put the rectangle inside it to see where I wanted it to sit, and just pinned it in the middle, and then I marked out the buttons from the inside onto the rectangle of fabric. This is how we're going to make it detachable, so if you don't already have buttons, you can add some yourself, or you can add snaps inside. Next, I am marking the length of the top piece, so I just did a little bit underneath where the buttonholes were, and then when I sewed it, I made sure to add a little bit extra so that I could have a nice hem and still have the buttons be able to go through the buttonholes. I just cut the buttonholes out with my scissors, and now I'm making sure that it fits onto the buttons inside, and I did have to cut this one a little bit longer so that the button would fit through, but then that worked out fine. And all that's left is to figure out the strap on top. So for that strap, I decided to use the strip that I cut off of this rectangle that made it even, and I wanted to make it removable, so I added these snaps to it. And this is just because this strap isn't stretchy or flexible, and if I just sewed it right on, it wouldn't be able to properly fit over my head to get it on. And then I tried it on and made sure that would work out and that the strip was long enough, and it was. So I saw that I wanted to angle in the top sides where the straps would be, so I just sewed a couple stitches on each side to give it that angle that I wanted, and then I went ahead to work on the straps, and I sewed a snap into the inner piece of the angle that I sewed. Then I sewed a snap onto the strap itself so that they could attach and detach, just like this top piece is going to attach and detach from the skirt. Now I'm just testing out both snaps on the strap and the top piece to make sure that they work, and now this top piece is done. So here is the finished skirt by itself, and then here is just me showing you once again how to attach the top so it goes into both of the buttons on the sides, and then the strap snaps off and on, so you can just unsnap one side of the strap, put it on, and then snap it back together on the other side. And here's the finished overall skirt all put together. I hope you guys enjoyed this sew with me video. If you want to see more, you can like and subscribe down below, or leave a comment on what you want to see next, and have a nice day.